Hello babes, today it is finally time for me to lip swatch all 10 shades of the Peripera Ink Matte Blur Tint range. Now these are really light, soft textured, moussey lip creams or tints. They are not transfer proof liquid lipsticks, unlike the ink velvets, which I also love. Now this one, colors, I just wish they had more sort of neutrally tones as well, but then this is Kbeauty, so most of the time they do prefer some of these more candy-ish, popish colors, which are a little bit brighter. First of all, the packaging is really cute. They look like little test tubes, if test tubes came with cute pale pink print and pale pink caps. Now, of course, you have the traditional doe foot in there. These are flat. It's not one of those fancy scooped shapes or, like strange ones with holes in the middle and all that. With each of these tubes, you will notice that the names and shade numbers are on the sides and they are also on the tops as well. So regardless of how you want to store these, you will be able to find the shade you want pretty easily. If you are in Singapore, the Peripera range is available at Watsons stores. It's also available at Watsons online as well as other online retailers. I've been a fan of quite a few of their formulas because they don't sacrifice quality for a very nice, affordable price tag. And of course, if you are into Kbeauty in general, these are colors that you can trust to really be following some of the trends coming out of Korea. I would describe the Peripera Ink Matte Blur Tints to be a sort of semi-opaque, very lightweight lip mousse. I would compare them to NYX soft matte lip creams, which I've always been a fan of. They are comfortable on the lips. They are not quite as drying as the kind of transfer-proof, kiss-proof matte liquid lips that we've grown so used to over the past few years. You can build most of these up to an opaque finish if you want, but I really prefer to apply these sort of like a lightweight veil or tint of matte color. It's almost like a special effect finish on the lips, similar to MAC Powder Kiss lipsticks. I did wear a few shades out before Singapore went into lockdown, so I can attest to the lasting power being pretty good, above average. Of course, if you eat and drink, it's going to come off a little bit, but if you wear a light layer, you'll find that you don't really need to keep touching up too much throughout the day. It is moderately long-lasting. These are also really good for creating two-tone ombre lips if you like that kind of a look, because they have this suede-like powdery texture that blends into each other really easily. For today, I am just going to be swatching these one by one on their own, so you can have a look at each of these shades, make a comparison, and decide if there are some of these that you prefer.
friends with me forever, then put him in a box and send away. Miami in big letters on the side. I'm not trying to have this talk again. I don't wanna dream forever. And when I wake up, you better see my baby. And I'll be good now, please. If he's the one that gets my wish, then tell him he's my lucky baby. If he's the one that gets my wish, then I'll be his lucky lady. If he's the one that gets my wish, then tell him he's my lucky baby. If he's the one that gets my wish, I will be the world's luckiest lady.
So those are all 10 swatches. If I had to pick favorites, I would probably say 10. This is definitely one of them because I love a really rich, deep scarlet. I also like the softer, kind of marshmallowy, pinky tone that is 08. And I'm also partial to the warm, kind of like a neutral orangey beige tone that is 01. But of course, most of these shades are really pretty. It's really up to you which ones you like or that suit your skin tone. I have to say, aside from 08, which is maybe slightly leaning towards neutral, and 10, which might be a little on the cool red side, most of the other shades do lean very warm, which is not surprising considering this is a Korean brand and a lot of the warmer colors just tend to be very much more popular throughout Asia. Majority of these shades in this line are pretty bright, so if you want that kind of like my lips but better or barely there kind of a lip shade, you would need to take some of these softer shades and apply a minimal amount to achieve that effect. And most of them are just too strong to give you that look. And that's about all I have to say about this formula. I really enjoy wearing them. Of course, none of these will look as intense as the Ink Velvet line. So if you prefer something more dramatic or that you don't have to worry about touching up, then I would go with one of these. But for everyday, I very much prefer this kind of a texture and feel because I don't really mind touching up a little bit throughout the day after lunch. You can just swipe a little bit right in the middle of your mouth where some of it is kissed off, and most of the rest of it is just still going to be on your lips. The comfort level of this formula, even though it's a powdery suede finish, is excellent. So I do not ever feel very uncomfortable. They feel creamy even when they dry down a little and set to a slightly less creamy, slippery formula. It doesn't feel drying on my lips, and my lips are pretty dry. And with all this covered, I am going to sign off. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!